Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back with another episode of this Philadelphia Union MLS Let's Play, and we have a big trade to announce. So, we just recently picked up Juan Agudelo, so we gave away the San Jose 2019 Super Draft first round pick that we acquired in the CJ Sapong trade and some of that general allocation money that we picked up. Now, I know Juan Agudelo had a fairly bad season last year, and the New England Revolution was actually looking to get rid of him for a while, but I think he just recently re-signed. But in Football Manager 2019, he's been the truth, to say the least. He's a star player caliber for most MLS sides, and he's 4.5 stars, and finishing 13, first touch 11, heading 14. He started 2 games for me already, two goals in 2 games, 7.86 rating. Well, is that? Oh yeah, that's along with because he started 5 games for the New England Revolution and scored 5 goals for him too. Anyway, let's get to the past few games while you are away. So, ever since our last game with the New England Revolution, we finished 0-0. Another draw to Columbus Crew, a real snoozer, nothing. And finally, David Accam comes through, scores a goal against the Colorado Rapids, and Fafa Picault gets an assist from David Accam, actually, and Fafa Picault gets on the board for the first time for the season, and we beat Colorado 2-1. And then we go away to San Jose. Oh, excuse me, no, we're home for that one. And lose 1-0 to a goal to Valeri. I'm not going to attempt to say that name. In the 34th minute, then we go to Orlando City, and this is when, this is right after we acquired Juan Agudelo and scored in his debut. Boric Dolchko and Alejandro Bedoya scoring goals as well. And then we go to the FC Dallas game. This was actually, is this considered an upset? What is there? Oh no, they're in 9th place. But anyway, so currently looking at the table for the moment, currently sitting in 6th in the conference and 8th in the Supporters' Shield standings. On 3 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, and 11 points. Now, our next game is against our rivals, DC United. Now, let's get into that. Go to the team selection here. I'm going to stick with Rosenberry, Trusty McKenzie. They've been doing fine. Matt Rial's been inconsistent, but I think he's starting to come into that role nicely. Harris Madujan and Bedoya, David Accam on the wing. David Accam has been having a good season so far, 7.2 rating. Juan Agudelo. Got real lucky finding him. Got real lucky in that trade too. Przbilko and Corey Burke just haven't been turning out. Nothing, not a goal from either one of them over the course of the season. So this is the lineup that we're going to be going with: Elliot Gaddis, Craval, Lacinho, Tolke, and Przbilko on the bench. Let's get into it. So I've been trying to fix the frame rate issues with the last episode that we were having. Hopefully it's a lot smoother once I upload it this time. That seems to be a little bit better. All right. So, talk about the Sergio Santos signing about a month ago. So I really don't know what to think of him. I mean the Chilean, the Chilean First Division. I had no idea how it stacks up to MLS, but scored 9 goals in 17 appearances down in Chile. So who knows? Maybe he could be a 10-goal scorer or something like that. We'll have to see how it turns out, but for now, there's a lot of question marks around the team at the moment in terms of the lineup. Assad taking the ball up the left wing, or is he going to take it inside? Passes it inside Costa, and it's wide. But anyway, in terms of the channel, it's only the third episode of the series and still getting accustomed to recording videos, still trying to get the audio right and the frame rate of the recording frame rate and all that. But yeah, I'm pretty much just winging it and learning as I go. That's how I do this. Got 3 shots on target, and we're winning the possession game, which is what we want to do, considering that's our style. McCom on the left side here crosses it into Trusty. Maduginen, I'll take it. All right. Agadello, is that Agadello or Maduginen on that? Are they giving VAR for what? Are they saying Agadello scored it? Maybe he was offsides? Oh, they're saying Agadello scored. I didn't even see him touch the ball. I saw he was near it. And pushing another player. That's what it was. All right. Well, we're out playing our rival in DC United, so I mean, I'm not too upset with what's going on right now. I was about to say I spoke too soon. All right, so going into the halftime 0-0. We're winning possession. Got more shots on target. Got more shots. Struggle for possession in the opposition's half. Lost a lot of possession in central areas. Well, how are we winning the possession game then? Are we just keeping it in the back the entire game? Let's go aggressive. It usually works when you're when you're tied or losing in a game. I also noticed for halftime talks, if you're winning, it always works when you go assertive, and guard against complacency. That always works when you're winning. It always gives a positive reaction to the team. And Juan Agadello, third game for the team and his third goal. That's what we want to see. But yeah, the Juan Agadello trade, that just worked out beautifully. I mean, we were full on international roster spots, and we really could only sign American players. And I didn't want to get rid of Prisbelko and Corey Burke because it could take a while before they find a goal, find their footing, and really become integrated within the team. Dolchko's still struggling out here. But that's how it was in real life last season. He struggled he did. Did he have an early injury? I think he had an early injury, and then he came back and started making some assists and some goals. I mean, it's pretty crazy how he comes in first season and becomes the assist king, but I can't say I blame him for wanting to go back to the Czech Republic. But yeah, in terms of our number 10 this year, no idea if it's going to be Aronson, Fontana, or if they're going to put Elsinio in there. I have a feeling that they're going to have Aronson in there. I've been hearing a lot about him through the media. And Bedoya taking it at the edge of the box and a screamer. Assist from Borek Dochko. There we go. Gotta see the replay on that one. On that just outside the box. That's beautiful. Bedoya's second goal of the season. And I just realized I didn't make any subs this game. Pico. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like we beat DC United 2-0. Not too bad for for Lucas Bauer's first rivalry game as head coach of the Philadelphia Union. So that should put us at 14 points on the season, and let's see where we fall in at the table. What did I say? I probably hit the wrong button. Alright, let's see where we are. Third in the conference. Nice. 7 games played. We're above Atlanta. Wow. New England's at the top. Alright, guys. I'll join you for the next game, and that is against Toronto, I believe. I'll see you then. Alright, next up we have Toronto FC away. Sticking with the same formation for this one. Same back line. Same midfield, except for... Excuse me. The only change to the lineup that we have is Ilsinho starting on the right wing. McCom has a slight injury from training. Only supposed to be out for 3 more days. And we're bringing Fabian Herbers onto the bench. And I was debating between Przybylko and Burke on the bench, but I want to see a little bit more from Przybylko and see if he can get some minutes into this game. Maybe some junk time, who knows. But yeah, Matt Real, even though he's a 2-star current ability player, he's doing just fine. He's got a 7.2 rating this far. Alright. Speech. It'd be great if Jim Curtin came out every game wearing the Eagles what are those masks? The German Shepherd masks that Lane Johnson was wearing during the playoffs last season. That'd be amazing. Alright, we got a throw in here from Real. Only 46 seconds into the game. Let's see if we can snag an early goal here. Sorry about that. The recording cut out for just a second, but we're back. And just in time to see us cough up a goal. Alright. Perfect timing on that one. We gotta demand more. Focus after feedback. That's what we want to see. But yeah, I'm thinking my expectations for this upcoming season in the game. I mean, I'm not talking about actual Union here now. I'm thinking we got to make playoffs without a doubt. Hoping my overall goal for this season is to get the first playoff win in Union history and also compete in the U.S. Open Cup. Because, to be honest with you, I don't think this team is in any shape to be competing for the MLS Cup. I just don't see it happening. But we'll get there eventually. But for this season, U.S. Open Cup would be ideal. Hopefully, can rewrite the history books in this one and get the Union's first U.S. Open Cup win. Alright, looks like we're going to go into halftime here, down by 1. Have a little talk with the team and see what's happening. So I pretty much go with the same halftime talk, depending on what the score is. If we're down by 1, I yell at them. If we're tied, I yell at them. I always go aggressive. And when we're winning, I just assertively guard against complacency. I hardly encourage my players, but during the game every now and then I'll hit encourage. Now another highlight for Toronto. Come on. Morrow down the left wing, crosses it in. Oh, nice clearance by McKenzie. And Real. He's 18 years old. What do you expect? Delgado. Vanderveel. Morrow again. I could just tell by watching that highlight. You could probably hear it in my voice that I knew that was going to be a goal for Toronto. This is the type of season I was expecting from the beginning. I was kind of surprised that we got 3 or 4 wins now. It's got to be time for some substitutions. How's it's only 48 minutes in. Agudelo, he's having a bad game, but normally strikers don't score in this game. They always have a bad rating. We'll throw Fabinho on. Real's having a bad game. Try to bail him out. McKenzie and Trusty. I'll give Jack Elliott some minutes. Give the defense a little help in the back. Hopefully, we can get something going here in the late game. We're going to have to go attacking as well. We're winning the possession game, but the shots, we're not that far off. Dolchkal's hurt. I know, I said it in the first video. If Dolchkal gets hurt. Second, I said I knew something was going to go wrong. Alright. Let's see if our Turkish signing can give us a little bit of help here. Last minute heroics. I'd be happy if we just get a goal back at this point. He's been on the field for 10 minutes and he's already anxious and furious. Oh, he's composed now. Okay. And he's anxious again. Well, that's Football Manager for you. Well, the start of the season was too good to be true, and well, we're playing Toronto, but Toronto's struggling in this season. I think they're in 9th in the game. Yeah, and this is just the end of game highlight. Looks like that's it. Is that Bono? What? Bono? I have to see if his name is Bono. Wow, Alex Bono. I did not know the name of the starting goalkeeper for Toronto FC, to be honest with you. Yell at the team. Alright, so looking at the league standings after that game, we're currently sitting at 4-2-2. Plus 4 goal difference on 14 points. Sitting behind Atlanta United and in front of Chicago, who has a game in hand over us. Now, let's see the supporter shield. We're in 4th place, but it looks like Seattle's going to catch up to us. Or they should. They got 2 games in hand. So sitting in 5th place in the supporter shield, 8 games in. It's not half bad at all. So let's take a look at the schedule here. And it looks like we got to come back for the New York Red Bulls game. We have to. So there's going to be 3 games in between Columbus, Montreal, come back home for Real Salt Lake, and come back for the New York Red Bulls game. All right, we'll see you guys later.